Tuija, welcome to the Thought Row podcast. Both Angie and I have been really, really looking forward to chatting with you.
Yes. Hi, Tuija. So good to have you with us today.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
This is going to be really fun. Thank you.
I wanted to start out by telling everyone that I've been following you on Instagram for quite some time, and I really have enjoyed seeing your posts of your floral arrangements. You have been very inspirational to me and actually to Angie. I've learned some of your tricks and some of your suggestions on taking care of plants.
Yeah, that's right. Tuija actually helped rehabilitate one of our sad plants that was not doing so well, and now it's doing fantastic. So thank you, Tuija, for helping our sad plant.
It's nice to know I helped you.
You did.
On the other side of the world. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, really. To say that you create beautiful floral arrangements, in my opinion, is really not giving you the proper credit you deserve. Your designs go way beyond a vase and what somebody might throw a couple flowers in or find a pretty pot.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. So nice to hear. And I seldom get any feedback. So it's really nice. I get feedback from America.
Yeah, on the other side of the world for you, really, huh?
Is that where most of your feedback comes from?
Yeah, hardly anyone from Finland follows me on Instagram, for example. And my Facebook is completely dead.
Oh, wow.
I get nothing from there. And I have noticed most of my followers are from US and Japan, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I would think Japan.
US and Japan.
Japan makes sense because of
Japan,
what you do.
And it's nice to get also feedback because I get nothing from Finland. Sorry to say, but.
Oh, interesting though.
What I do is not really a big thing in here.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. But, you know, I think it's just, we're so global right now, and different people, enjoy different styles of, you know, like the floral arranging you do, which we're going to cover a little later. So it's, you know, you're bringing a new window of creativity to people all around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true. There are so many people in this world. So you always find.
Yeah, exactly.
Your tribe from somewhere.
Exactly.
If not in your home country, so elsewhere.
That's very true. And then also this morning, I almost forgot to ask you, we always ask all of our guests, what did you have for breakfast? What did you have for breakfast this morning, Tuija?
Same as always. 2 slices of toast, one with orange marmalade and one with cheese, and then lots and lots of coffee. I'm very addicted to coffee. And then quark yogurt, quark yogurt. Yeah.
So really a healthy breakfast. And it's really interesting that so many guests say they have the same thing each morning for breakfast.
Yeah, and marmalade seems to pop up quite often.
Marmalade pops up a lot. So interesting.
Yeah. Certainly one of my favorites.
Yeah. I'm kind of, I don't know about marmalade. There's days that I like it and other days I don't.
No, I love it.
Yeah, I know you like
Especially homemade marmalade, which I never get.
Who makes that? I don't.
Tuija, you live in Finland. Most people would assume that you don't have a long growing season or any kind of growing season, or if you do have one, it's probably very short. Where do you get your flowers and your other materials you use to build your creations? Yeah,
it's true. We have a very short growing season, maybe 2-3 months in the summer. And that's a bit sensitive question, Rod, to talk about the flowers, because they are all imported from abroad. Like Netherlands is the big European flower market.
Yeah.
So most cut flowers come from Netherlands or through Netherlands. They might originally come from South America or Africa. I say it's, a sensitive question because it doesn't sound very ecological, does it? Mm-hmm. To import flowers from South America to Finland. Yeah. No.
But you need it.
Yeah, well, do I? I have a bit of ethical problem with that. Yeah, to be quite honest. There are a couple of growers that will grow cut flowers in greenhouses during the winter time, also in Finland. There used to be more way more. But now, since the economy is so global, it doesn't make really sense because it's cheaper to import cut flowers from abroad, like from South America, for example. Sad but true. But I don't know, even if they would be grown in Finland, that would mean they would be grown in greenhouses and you have to heat them in winter time. And also you need the grow lights. So that wouldn't be very ecological either, would it?
Yeah, it wouldn't. I mean, it requires so much energy at that point, electricity.
I know here we have a big floral mart in downtown Los Angeles. And that's where I think all the florists and other people that want to get fresh flowers that are shipped in daily from all over the world, actually, they go down to these warehouses and that's where they buy their flowers. Where do you go when you want to select flowers?
I just go to nearest florist shop, like flower shop. But of course, in summertime, we have even though I don't have a garden, we have a lot of wild flowers, native flowers. So I try to use them as much as I can. But it's funny because everything blooms during 2 weeks. In the end of June, really. And then there's so much flowers during 2 weeks, and then very fast there's nothing. And of course the Nordic flowers, they are really small. They are nothing fancy, not like lilies or anything like that. They're really small, but still I'd like to use them as much as I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I've recognized them in some of your arrangements.
Yeah.
Where you've used the small, very small, tiny flowers.
Yeah, they're
very
delicate.
colorful, delicate.
Yeah. Very delicate. Now, earlier we were talking about the type of floral arranging you do, and it's a Japanese term for the style of floral designs that you create. What is that called? Ikebana,
and I'm doing specifically Soketsu Ikebana.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting.
Because they are...
That's fascinating in that you have a style within a style, it sounds like.
Yeah, because there are Ikebana is not one thing. Like Western flower arranging, I guess, isn't one thing. There are many styles or genres.
Right.
So there are hundreds also in Japanese Ikebana.
Does that have to do with what you select, like flowers as opposed to maybe succulents?
No, not really. And I have to say, I didn't have to choose between the genres, Ikebana genres, because in Finland there are only Soketsu teachers. I couldn't find anyone else. So I didn't have to choose. Soketsu Ikebana is pretty new Ikebana genre or school, like they call it. It was founded in 1920s, and the oldest schools or genres are hundreds of years old. So Soketsu, maybe it's more free, more freestyle.
Okay.
Not so strict. Also, the variety of materials you can use is wider. You don't need to use flowers at all.
Oh, so you don't even have to use flowers.
So you can do arrangements from anything really.